We got it. All right, we're going to come to hello. Hello. We're going to come to calf raises first with these little arm warm-ups. Good. I'll start with just an inhale and an exhale. And an inhale, just starting to wake up the body. As you lift your arms, you can lift your heels. You can have them underneath your hips. And you're taking a fuller breath now. We're going to inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. And your calves are starting to warm up. Your ankles are starting to warm up. Nice. Now, if you would like a challenge, you can take a one-footed calf raise, where one foot gets off the floor, either a wrap or on the foot. You're gonna lift up, I like how you're just holding onto a table or holding onto a couch, because these are so hard to do without something. So grab something, Jean, and yeah, even if it's just that roller. 5, because then you can really go up high. 6, notice how your hips are level. 7, and I'm gonna try to slow it down. 8, I'm gonna try to stay tall. 9, slow and controlled. 10, now we're gonna do 10 on the other. If you need to change your roller or whatever, it's fine. I'm just gonna stay the same 2G. Up, yes. Don't be afraid to use that for balance, because we're trying to get high. 5, and make sure the 6, each toes have weight. 7, I like doing these individual calves. 8, 9, and then 10. Let's do this one more time. Other foot, do 10, 9. Now if it's too hard, just do 2 feet. It's 3, exhale. 4, exhale. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the other foot. Up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whoops, that one went too fast. 6, 7, nice. 8, 9, and then 10. Really good. Lower that down, and we're just going to do 1 30-second balance. If you would like, I'd like to take my socks off so I can feel the floor. Do 5 lift and spreads of the toes. This strengthens the glute medius muscle and around the ankles. Now find a tree pose that serves you, calf or inner thigh. Good, and it could be arms up. You could put the arms in a stretch. I'm just going to have us hold for a count of 30. This hip is getting stronger and the balance muscles are getting stronger. We'll do some more traditional weight training here in a moment, but I do like to incorporate balance, because the glute medius usually can use that help. 15 more. Beautiful, guys. 5 more. Inhale. Now, let's see if we can notice how we lower the hands and lower the foot with ease. Very good. Lift and spread your toes. Now, it seems easy and little, but just by lifting and spreading your toes, you're giving your little precious feet attention, and they do so much for us. Take that little foot up, maybe just a calf, maybe the inner thigh. Now, this glute is getting balanced. Here we go. Just notice how graceful you can be. Good. Shoulders are down the back. 10 more. You guys look great. Take an inhale. Now watch the hands. They're going to gently come towards each other, and they're going to gently float down to be in front of your heart. Inhale, and watch that graceful descent. Left foot down. Perfect. All right, let's get some bands. So hold on to some bands. A band, one band. And if you need a sip, grab a sip. And at first, just take 5 arm pulls down. Good, G. Exhale. Nice. Now, if you would like to add on, go out wide, and at the same time, you pull, you sit, okay? If that's too much, just do the arm pull. Keep going. Sometimes you have to get your britches in the right place here because you are lowering through your heels. Your heels are heavy. Your knees track with your second toe. And 6. And we know that coordination and sequencing patterning helps with the prevention of cognitive decline. So we like that. Let's do 3 more. 3. And you feel strong in your glutes. 2. I see good knee traction. Hold here if you would like. Add a little 5 pulses with the arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I like it. Stand back up. Take this band at your shoulder blades. Press out for 5. Press, and it's behind this Jean, and out. I like to put the band between my ribs and my arm. That way it doesn't scrape my arm. There you go. Now, you can do this, but if you want to add on another cue, lift up your heels. And I'm trying to control it. Good job. Exhale. You got it. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. Now, if you want a balance challenge, try to stay up and do 5 little pulses with your arms. 5, 4, heels roll up. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Really good. Very good. And then we're going to take the band to 1 or 2 heels. I'm going to do 2. That's harder. 1 is a little easier. You can see how they're level. They're equal. All right. We're going to bend those elbows. Hold it any way that helps your wrist feel good, your grip feel good. Because if you have a band, sometimes it's easier to hold it like a hammer curl. And if you have these handles, it's easier to hold it supine. Good, elbows are in. Knees are soft, so just scan your body, knees soft. Your shoulders are open, your chest is open. Mm-hmm. 12, 13, 14, and 15. Really good. Take that out. Take that band, and I'll show you. You can hold it like this or this. Actually, you guys all have the Dynaband, so just find a way to hold it behind you. Now your other hand is going to be low. Now, when I'm here, sometimes it's easy to do this, so we're going to make sure the ribs are even over the pelvis. Push up with that top hand. 2. And anytime your arm's overhead. 3, it's easy to get too much low back sway. 4, so I want you to notice you have a little tone. 5, underneath the ribs. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, how about 5 more? 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now let's switch it up. This hand. One's low, one's high. Here we go. Push up, exhale. Good, Jean. 2, good, Michelle. 3, and this is a really important muscle to have strong. That tricep is what catches us if we do fall. 5, it gets you out of low chairs. 6, 7, be soft. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Really good. Take the band in front. Actually, if you need to sit, grab a step. We're going to take the band to the front after that. Good, Michelle. Even it up, and now exhale. And I like the hands just slightly lower than the shoulders. The arms just slightly lower than the shoulders. Exhale. 5, 6, 7. Good. Squeeze in the shoulder blades towards each other a little bit. 8. Looking great. 9. And just scan your wrists. See if you can keep them pretty neutral here. And 3 more. Exhale. 2. And 1. Perfect. Take the band on the heels. So 1 or 2 heels. 2's a little harder. Bend your elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep going. 10. This is going to feel like shoulders and biceps. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now let go of one side, make a little bit more slack on the other, and we're going to go out like you're a T. It would be really easy to lean, but we don't want to. In fact, you've got a little tone here to help you make sure you don't. The hand is in your vision. It's not drifting behind you. 6. If it's too hard, just give yourself more slack. 7, 8, 9, feel that muscle. 10 on the other side. Let that other heel take it. We'll do 10. Good. And exhale. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, building strength. 10. Now we're going to switch it up. Now we're going to do to the front. So let your heel be on that band. We're going to go front. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're going to do 10 to the other foot. 5, 6, good job. 7, 8, good. We just did 10 and 10 to the front. 9. So whatever feels even to you. Great job. Nice job. And let's take this as a stretch. So let your hands be kind of like a Y or a V here, but then see if you can go all the way back. So I'll show you from the side. If you can't, then usually the correction or the remedy is to widen your hands position. And you notice how I'm not like struggling to get this, right? You just have a little stretch in your band. Dynamic flexibility. A little closer. Now we're gonna find a place that feels like an amazing stretch. All right, here's mine. Check your wrists, they can go forward. Where's yours? 5. This is so good for posture. You can see from the side. 4, 3, 2, and then exhale to let that go. Grab a step. We're gonna grab some heavier weights for the biceps. So probably anywhere from 5 to 8. But heck, if you just have 3s, that can work too, because you can always do more reps. So don't let that stop you from doing anything. Now, exhale and bend. If you do not have weights, use your bands. Okay, there you go, Jean. Good. You got it. Nice. And I like how your shoulders are open. You're not letting them poke forward. I like how you're controlling that on the way down. You're not letting gravity win. You're controlling it. All right, let's lower those down for a bit. And see if you can take the interlaced finger position and lift up. Good, everybody looks good. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. We're just gonna shake that out. Grab your heavier weight still, so I'll say anything from 5 to 10. Take those weights and act like, you see how your knees are bent? These are strong legs. And I'm kind of sticking my booty up, and then act like you're rowing a boat or starting a lawnmower. Good. And 4, lift your sternum and lift your booty. Yeah. Good. Your sit bones lift up, your sternum lifts. Your toes are light here because you're in your heels. You can also feel your biceps. 5, 4, 3, 2, and now on the 1, before you stand up, we can lower those weights. Take an arm over. And you see how I'm like a half moon or a crescent moon? Step your foot over. And if you would like to add a little rotation, you can do that. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now take another inhale and come up. Go to the other. And over. And a little rotation. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and exhale to come back up. Really good. Heavier weights again, we're gonna do an upright row, so it's gonna look like this. And remember, you can always just do a few more reps if you need to, if you don't have a heavier weight, or you don't feel that fatigue or that challenge, you can just do some more reps. It's gonna be more endurance that way, muscular endurance versus strength. 4, I wanna stimulate a challenge that's harder than the muscle's used to, and that way it has to adapt by breaking down and getting stronger. And that also helps the bones with slaw. You give the bones more than they're used to. Good. And they have to get stronger. And 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, we're going to lower that down, take a little breather. And this time take your right elbow, and I know it's a tricep and we didn't work this tricep, we're going to still do that. Lift up, inhale, and then go over. So it's kind of like that half moon, but now I'm adding a tricep. Let your arm pull over. Ah, so good. Now let your other hand hold on to that elbow, the other elbow. Hold. Rib tuck a little bit, because you know when your arm is overhead, your body tends to want to get lower lordotic. Good, Michelle. And then go over. Breathe into that side you're stretching. And up. Really good. Let's take our 5-pound weights, or sorry, anywhere from 2 to 6, okay? I'm gonna grab a 5, but actually I put a little bit on it, so it's 5.5. Put some of those wrist cuffs on it. Exhale. And exhale. You got it. So this is lateral raise. You're not going any higher than your shoulders. You've got it. And 5. And 6. And 7. Knees soft. And 8. And 9. And 10. All right, we're gonna do 5 more. And 11. And 12. And 13. 14. And 15. Now lower those down with care. Grab a stiff if you need, and we'll do an arm sway. It's kind of like your clothes are drying on a clothesline, and the wind's just blowing these loose sleeves. You're releasing tension. Let the hands almost, they hit you, it's okay. Stimulating some chi, moving some chi. And then we're going to do overhead press. So you can take those weights anywhere from 3 to 6, and you're going to push up, exhale, and inhale. And up. Good. Now, if you're having trouble balancing, you can sit in a chair. But if it's just a little bit of trouble, see if you can challenge yourself to learn how to balance, that your body is higher center of gravity right here, but that your ribs are still pulling down. You're not getting lordotic. Your abs are helping you. Good, and then let go. Perfect. All right. Take that arm across, and when you're here, just add that wrist roll. And add your wrist roll the other day. Michelle, you have a training partner. All right, you're gonna take your other one, arm across, roll that wrist, and then roll it the other way. Good. All right, we're gonna do a behind the hand press with the triceps. It's gonna look like this. I'm gonna have you do 2 smaller weights, so anywhere from 2 to 5 pounds. But if you don't have that and you just have 1 heavier weight, that's fine too. 1 heavier weight would be with 2 hands, but otherwise you can take 2 and press. Yeah, it's either way. 2. And inhale and exhale. Good. Same thing. You kind of have to make sure your knees are soft. Here, 5, 6, your head's up, your jawline's parallel to the floor. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, lower that down. You guys, we're gonna go down, and what I'll do is move you in. So if you want to make any adjustments, now is the time. So your camera, and grab a sip as well. And good, hun. I'm gonna have us do, so make sure you have your band. We're gonna do seated back row. Also, it's nice to have your roller nearby. We're not using it at this moment, but we're going to use them soon. Place that band low. Cross your straps so you have this X in front of you. Reach your hands up towards the feet and pull. And pull. And pull. And pull. And exhale. I'm going to turn side face. Good. And your jaw is parallel to the floor. Your biceps are working. Your back's working. Good, Betty. Your upper back is working. Your spinal muscles are working. Good. And take 5. And take 4. And take 3. And take 2. And take 1. Now separate those again. Lean back. Now, right here you want scoop. If you don't have scoop, bend the knees a little, because that'll make your abs, your spine flex more easily. So if your back feels like a rigid lever, bend your knees a little. Good. Wrists are going along for the ride. 6. We're also pulling our belly in every time we exhale. 7. Notice how that works your abs. 8. Notice how we're working the biceps. 9. Arms up higher if you need it harder. 12, 13. As a challenge, if you'd like to do 5 more, you can go for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit up tall. I'm going to turn so you can see me. You still have the feet holding on. I like the band a little lower than the where the heel meets the arch. Bye, Jean. I can't hear you, but bye. And out wide. Good, and hold. And all right, hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Now on the one, cross those bands, kind of like an X, okay? Your elbows are by your side. This is going to be external rotation. It's not very big. It's almost like you're dealing cards. Out, 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 out. Good. 10. Small movement, but really good for those supporters. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now see if you can, actually, let's open that up a little. Take an X with your arm, one arm low, one arm high. Yeah, you can, yeah. And out, good. And up. All right. 10, 9, 8, rear deltoids. 7, 6, I know it's working. 5, 4, 3, arms are burning. 2, 1, flip your hands and sit up tall. And you can pull kind of like the back of your hands facing the back of the room, or if you have the straps, you can kind of more lead pinky. You're basically hovering above the floor. You pull in a V. I'll show you. Exhale. Stay up tall. 5, but let the shoulders lead down the back. 4, 3, Good, I know, 2. These are hard. And 1. Perfect. Now we're going to take a stretch and a little sit break. So this also just relieves tension from the body. If your ankles have any discomfort, you can use your socks, or you can double up your mat underneath the ankles. I don't want the bones to hurt, even for 1 second. Let your exhale relax you. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, gently come back up. Michelle, you like these? It's going to be a chest press with weights. I'm going to give myself a little space away from this wall. But basically, you're going to take some weights that are a little heavier probably. So I'll use 10s, but anywhere from 3 to 10, you can do this. The back with your feet, knees bent, feet on the floor. Now, it's okay if you do a lesser weight because you can always just do more, but basically you exhale and you push and you inhale. And this is going to be the chest press. Michelle, we're going to do the flies and we're going to do the chest press, and we're not going to do push-ups. So you bend your elbows at about 90, and I don't want you to feel like you have to touch your elbow to the floor because I want the shoulder blades down the back, and I don't want you to feel like your shoulders poke off the mat. So exhale, good. It's almost like you're doing a push-up, but with weights. And just scan. Everybody's ribs look good. Your ribs are down on the mat, and your feet being on the floor helps you prevent that low back arch that sometimes people get when they push too heavy of a weight. We don't have such a heavy weight that we compromise our form. It's okay if your low back's not slammed to the ground, but your ribs are definitely touching. All right, 4, 3, 2, and you're going to feel your triceps too. 1. Now carefully just get those out of the way for a moment and take a full body stretch. Big full body, and when you do, just shift through one leg and shift through the other. 5, and shift through one arm and shift through the other. Good, but you can see that working well. The next one, going to be like you're hugging a tree, and Michelle, that's the one you were thinking of, kind of like this. Fly. Now I'm going to grab, you might have to take a little smaller weight, you might not. Hug a tree, and I'm going to put the feet back on the floor. When you do these, make sure your hands are touching the floor. You're only opening up wide. Yes, Betty, that looks good. I like it. Your upper arm might touch the floor, but you're definitely not letting your hands touch the floor. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And exhale. And exhale. And 8. And 7. And 6. 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let those go. Good job. And then take a full body stretch again. Reach through the arms, reach through the legs. Good. I'm going to take a moment to move the weights out of the way a bit. I'm going to have us grab our foam roller. So if you need to grab yours or sit, please do. I'm going to have us do swans. And the swan is belly down, elbows, press. Good. Go up. Go up. And go up. And go up. And inhale. And up. Press that pinky down. Oh, that's adorable. I really should get a picture of that, Michelle. That's adorable. Puppy Pilates. All right, now we're gonna do a couple more and then we're gonna hold one, okay? So go up when you're feeling good. You're gonna hold 10, 8, 6, 3, 2, and lower. Now we're gonna do it again with a possible lifting up your arm and taking it to the hamstring. So lift up your spine, and then if you can, touch, 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 touch. 4, 3, 2. Now both arms press. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower. Good. You can take a child's pose if you'd like. Press your hips back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to use this foam roller for the abs, and we're going to do inchworm. So the roller is going to be on your other side. Elbows are going to be down. Make sure they're comfy. Put your shins down. Let's bend your knees in and extend them out. Bend your knees in and extend them out. And exhale. Good. And exhale. All right. We're going to do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can rest any way you want to. We're going to do a mogul, which is knees to the left corner, plank, knees to the right corner, plank. Okay, so go out. Now pull your knees to the left corner. That's it. I like these. They work your abs. They work your obliques. They work your shoulder blade stabilizers. They roll out your peroneals, so that helps with your lower legs. Good. Roll out those shin muscles. That helps with your lower legs too. Okay, let's do 4 more. Good, you guys look great. 3, so Betty, notice how it's rolling out those lower leg muscles. I know you like that too, like me. I like to keep those ankles happy. 1 more. And relax. You guys are doing great. This next one is going to be the pike, where you lift your hips up, kind of like you're making an upside down V. Make sure you have enough room. Now you're going to go into a plank and then lift your hips up. Come back down to plank. Lift your hips up. Now your knees are going to stay pretty long. Good, I like it. Exhale. And once you see me, let your gaze go down. That way you don't hurt your neck. Shake it out if you accidentally tightened it. 5 more. 4 more. And toes are towards each other. That way you can roll out those shins. Help out the lower legs at the same time, building strength in your abs. Now rest your knees. Good. Feels really good. All right. We're going to do, what we'll do is another set of everything. So we're going to do inchworm, oblique inchworms, and pikes. Okay, so we're going to do 10 of everything. When you're ready, go out to your plank, bend your knees, and to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now rest. That was great. What we'll do next is obliques. So the knees go to the left corner, and then plank and knees go to right corner. 10 total. Elbows down, legs long. Take your knees to the left and then straighten. Take your knees to the right and then straighten. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. rest. This last one here is going to be the pike, okay? Knees long. Get ready, go up, long. 1, 2, long knees. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and recover. Good. All right. And let's do a reverse plank. If you do not want to do reverse plank, just do a shoulder stretch. So your shoulder stretch could look like that. And if you want to do reverse plank, just do it for 10. 10, good, either way. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower, good. And then I'll do the shoulder stretch. Just lift your heart, bend your elbows just slightly and hold. Yeah. Ooh, lifting, lifting, lifting. Gorgeous. Breathing. And 1. All right, we're gonna take the feet on top of the roller. Curl up and down, and now you're building hamstrings and glutes, mobility in the spine, and erector spinae strengthening. Up and down, up and down. And you're going to stay up and just sort of assess, is your pelvis level? If it's not, adjust it so it is. If you would like, go out and in a little bit with your roller 10 times. 5 more times. 4, 3, 2, and inhale. Lower, and then let your feet go long, your legs go long, arms go long. Now we're going to bend the knees and come up and pull that in. 5, 4, beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to start with the knees in, and exhale, go over the legs. 1, 2, 3, good. 4, and 5. Nice. Now we're going to use this roller to lie back on. And Betty, I'm going to grab my phone in case you're having trouble. And text me if you're having trouble, or chat with me if you're having trouble on something I can help out with. I don't know what's going on. I can see that you're trying to figure something out. But Michelle, let me give you this. Open the shoulders, open the chest. And okay, I don't see anything, Betty. I don't know if you're texting me. I don't see anything. All right, that looks good, Michelle. And there is a possible knee open one as well, like that, if you want it. All right, okay. Lost picture. Oh, You just think for a minute. On the lower left-hand corner, there's a button called mute, and then next to it, there's one called stop video, and you can see if that. And hold there, Michelle. Let me see if I can send her. Ask to unmute. It's on your end, I think, Betty, because it's showing me. It's showing you. Yeah, it's on your end. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's not showing me that anything's wrong. It asked me to unmute you, but okay. All right. All right, girl. Well, if you can hear me, then keep your arms open like your a T, or excuse me, like a field goal post, And a little bit of rocking right and left. 5, that'll massage the rhomboids. 4, there you go, Betty, you're doing it right. 3, yeah, I'll just make sure to give a lot of verbal cues. 2, inhale. Now as you're ready, exhaling, come up. Now I'm going to have you turn the roller sideways so it's across your back, and you're going to take your booty up, your hands are behind your head, and you're going to roll out your upper back with that foam roller. You got it, Betty. Lift up your hips, and you're going to feel the foam roller so good on your upper back. You can try to do this in a little flexion, like you're ab crunching and looking through your knees, or you can try to do it with a little extension. Either is fine. You can kind of roll left or roll right. If you have a good place you need to stay, you can stay. Michelle, you don't have a chance. So cute with the puppy all in your face doing Pilates. You can roll on that back and get that stretched out. But you're doing great, Betty. 5. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn sideways and roll out that lat just a little bit. So Betty, you're going to roll out the underside of that armpit. Your hips on the floor. It doesn't matter which side, because we'll do both. You're going to roll out the back side of that armpit or the shoulder blade area. And that's really important for posture. It also is if you've had any low back pain. Rolling out that armpit. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's try the other. Woo! Get that armpit, that lat. Roll it, lie on your side. Place your hand, the underhand on your head so you don't have to hold your head up so much. And roll out that back side of your armpit. Roll out the shoulder, maybe just the shoulder blade. You'll find something. Back and forth, back and forth. Inhaling and exhaling. Five, 4, 3, 2, really good. And then 1, perfect. And then we're gonna roll out an IT band. So you can put yourself kind of like a side plank. One elbow's on the floor and your legs are either stacked, which is really hard, or one foot, the top foot's on the floor to kind of take some weight off. You're gonna feel that outer band getting some release. Good. And 10. And 9. And 8. And 7. And 6. So you notice how you can tilt and get different angles. And 5. And 4. It's good for knee health, hip health. 3. 2, and 1. We're going to turn. All right, let's do the other side. Place your elbow down. Hold on. The elbows down, and you're on the side plank. You're going to roll out that side hip. And feel free to deviate forward, to deviate back. You're going to feel the tightness around the hip. And you're not rolling out the knee itself, you're leaving a couple inches shy of the knee. Five, 4, 3, 2. Now let's roll out those quads, put both elbows down, and put your thighs on top of that roller. Now you can bend and straighten them. If you bend them, it's going to make more pressure on the quads. So if your quads can tolerate it, you can do that. If that's too much, you can leave them long. Now we're going to point both legs towards the side walls, kind of like your Charlie Chaplin, and roll out those quads. Now we're going to point your toes towards each other and roll up those outer quads. That's where I'm tighter. Again, experiment with pumping the knees back and forth with that internal rotation or that external rotation. Now deviate and get the left quad a little bit more attention. Now deviate and get that right quad a little bit more attention. Woo! I found out that one's tighter. Up near your front pockets is a good place too. That's that TFL, that tensor fascia lata. It's often tight. Feels like you have a wad of quarters in your front pocket sometimes. So just experiment with all those variations. It's going to feel so good on your knees and your hips after this. Take 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Perfect. Now we're going to line our backs and put yourself in a little bridge. So lift up your hips and put that roller underneath your booty. On the side closer to your flesh, not the side closer to your back. So near your booty, on your booty. And you can try laying one leg down and then the other. And then move the roller so it's more towards your glute smile, towards the flesh of your booty, not your sacrum. If that's too much, yeah, if in doubt, your roller's closer to your feet than your head. So but you're on the booty. If that's too much, just bend the knees again. So you guys look good. So now just let that psoas relax. This muscle tends to be in flexion all the time. It's also an emotional storage house. So you're going to try to let everything go. Relax your body. And if you consciously soften the hips, you'll feel yourself melting deeper. Just let your mind soften. No tension, just everything is soft like a cloud. Keep that sense of softness as you take the roller away, and notice how your back feels so flat on the mat when you put your legs long for a moment. Before we get up, we're going to feel the legs, the back. Notice how that lets go of tension. Now as you're ready, slowly start to come up towards a seated position and sitting in an upright posture. Take a moment to create an intention that you would like to have for your day. I'm going to offer that your eyes are open to all the joys and gratuities that you have during your day. Your ears are able to hear all of the things that we have to be grateful for. You're feeling all of the things that we have to be grateful for. You're letting your heart be open to receive all of the gifts in our surroundings. And when you're ready, let your hands come to your heart and set that intention with a physical cue over your heart so that your heart is receptive to the allowance of the gifts in front of us. And whenever you're ready, let your eyes open and come back into the room. And with much pleasure, with much gratuity, with much thankfulness. Good job, girls. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Good job.